Hey, lazy people, Jamie here. You might be wondering why I'm making this video. What's this video even about? It's not really about anything. I just like editing videos. So this is gonna be a few minutes of me talking about random stuff with different camera positions to have fun myself putting the videos together so I can watch it myself because I have no one else that watches my videos really. Hint, hint! I'm alone on this server. The current update, there's a few optimization problems, and if you go on the main servers, it gets pretty laggy. So I'm just in here on my own playing around with this camera. So expect some random talk for the next few minutes. If you've played in VR and you're using an MMD model, you likely come across the issue where you bend down to grab something from the ground, but then your hand gets stuck. You can't go down any further. The reason for this is because the way that Steam VR scales your character, it takes into consideration the length of your arms and your head, tries to sort of triangulate everything. So if your height in real life is like 5'7", say, when you go into the game, it matches your arms to that. But with these models, the proportions are different, so your legs are actually a lot longer than your arms. And this causes an issue where it kind of feels like you're walking on stilts. The floor in the game is lower than your floor in real life because your legs are longer. The way to fix this is to actually have Steam VR advanced settings and raise up your floor, and then in the VRChat settings, change where it says your real height down lower. See, I have mine set to 4'6", where in real life it's 5'7". But this will kind of scale the arms down properly and allow you to go right down and grab right off the floor. It's not a perfect solution and it makes your hands look small. My hands are tiny. But it works. These cameras are a bit frustrating. You can do a gesture, and with my custom animations, I have a sword that comes up here, my sword in the back disappears, and my hair and eyes turn red. I can see it, others can see it, but not the cameras, so it just looks ridiculous. Guys, I just realized the problem. This is a mirror. And I don't appear. What does it mean? I'm at your window. Hey man, come on, let me in. You ever wondered what the point of this game is? What there is to do? But when you're alone on a server, you kind of realize just how much the social aspect of this game is what keeps it afloat. Because there's nothing else to do here, man. Other than just play with the camera. I'm gonna see how long we can keep these controllers tracking when they're outside of the camera's field of view. And go. I lost the right arm. Left arm still going. And it's getting weak, it stopped. If you're having issues with the game running slow, don't feel special, we all have problems right now. Although, they're not all the same problems, are they? I need to come up with a solution for this boom mic. In case you haven't noticed, Lenovo Explorer, no built-in mic. What's with that? You gotta use these boom mics and half the time you're breathing on them. Dude, you know you can just move it out of the way so you're not breathing directly on it? Oh. Well, that makes sense. The pen is blue. The pen is blue! You wanna know something that's sad? It's a bright, sunny day outside. It's the middle of the day, it's bright and sunny, it's warm out here in, well, Canada warm. And I'm in VR. When the servers aren't working properly. That's sad. Man, I wonder if there's a Tim Hortons around here. I could really go for a double-double. That isn't Tim Hortons coffee. This is actually good coffee. And Timmy sucks. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Actually, I do. Tim Hortons coffee's terrible, but it's addicting. I don't know why the rest of us Canadians drink it. The rest of you guys watching in the States and the rest of Europe and around the world are going like, what are you talking about? Why are you telling us this? As I said, I'm just bored. Honestly, I don't even know where this video is going. I'm just so excited to try out this camera and I'm just rambling off the first things that come to my head. So if you're new to VRChat, you might notice that there's this little issue with a majority of the players being what some would call a trap. Some people worry that they might get tricked, so they go right on hating anyone who has a avatar that looks different than how they sound, and they'll just instantly label them as a trap. Well, the way I see it, there's actually 4 levels of what could be considered a trap. You have the level 1, which is what I call a semi-trap. This is basically a majority of the player base on VRChat. It is a dude who walks around with a female avatar. But the difference between this and a normal trap is the fact that they don't change their voice or their mannerisms. You walk up to them and they come up to you, it's like, hey dude, what's up? Other than the way they look, there's nothing different, so they usually don't even consider themselves a trap. But others from a distance, they might see them and go, oh, there's a female, I must go. And then they get up, and they're disappointed, and they're like, oh, traps are evil. But they weren't really a trap in the first place. But we'll just put it on the list as a number 1, a semi-trap. Level 2 is when they actually start becoming a trap, in my opinion. And that is players who have an avatar that looks like this, but they're always silent. If you would have watched some of my previous videos, you might notice that I was always silent, but that was mainly just a limitation because my headset didn't have a built-in mic. So it's also a bit unfair to instantly put people in this category, but the majority of the silent people with female avatars are kind of trying to trap. So this is a level 1. You can't just walk up to them and start a conversation with them and know that they're a dude. And if they have VR, they'll likely start changing their mannerisms, being all cutesy and stuff. So if you're worried about traps, that's where you gotta start paying attention. When it comes to the level 3 is when they'll start actually trying to change their voice. They can be doing this with voice changers.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm totally a girl, right? I mean, you can hear my voice, right?
Or they've started to try to actually do the voice themselves. It just doesn't sound convincing.
I'm a real girl. Yeah, you can't tell that I'm a guy. It's so convincing.
Those ones are the worst, actually. When it comes to level 4 and they can actually do the voice naturally, it almost goes past that uncanny valley and actually becomes almost respectable. In a way, but then you still get disappointed or upset when you find out that they're actually a dude. Unless it's this guy, then you're just like, oh, that's pretty cool. One of the reasons why there are so many is because the easiest way to get a model into VRChat is with a Miku Miku Dance file. And most of those are, well, they're female characters. Most of the tutorials are for this type of a character. So when you're coming into the game and you want to make a new character, that's pretty much all you've got. Or if you're already in the game but you don't want to make a new character, you just want to go to an avatar world, it's just full of them because they're the easiest ones to get. True, there are male ones, but they just don't look as good most of the time. Or if you're wanting to make a custom character, there's just more assets for the female. Man, what am I doing with my life? So basically, what's the rule for VRChat if you're worried about that sort of stuff? Just take it like pretty much any other online game. If they are a female character, just assume it's a dude until you hear their voice. Well, that's enough footage for me. I'm gonna go edit it now. Yeah. Today, maybe. I'll think about it. I am pretty lazy. It's in my name. What am I doing? This needs to stop. Mixed reality tracking is getting in the way, making this terrible.